Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm a single mom of 3 and we do mobile home living, and on my channel you'll see me do pretty much any and everything that relates to being a mom, from cleaning motivation, laundry motivation, day in the lives, just any and everything that relates to being a mom, except for cooking. I don't do a whole lot of cooking because, y'all, I hate cooking. So I do not do a lot of cooking. I may throw like a little cooking in here and there every once in a while, but you won't see a lot of cooking on my channel. So today, you guys, we are going to be tackling this accent wall. As you can see here, I am taking off the wallpaper that was on there, and all I am doing is using a blow dryer. The heat from the blow dryer actually helps to kind of activate the glue, and it makes it really easy to pull off. And it kind of did leave like a little bit of a sticky residue on the wall. So once I got all the wallpaper off before I primed it, I did go ahead and give it a good cleaning. And I just did what I always do. If you've been here for a while, then you've heard me say this before. But before I do any type of painting in my house, I always like to give my wall a good cleaning. And all I do is take a bowl of hot water with some Dawn dish soap, and I just wipe down the walls really good to get any dust or anything off the wall that may be on the wall, just so that the paint has a good clean surface to stick to. But I didn't film that, but I did clean the wall before I primed it. But I just took all the wallpaper off the wall, and gave it a good cleaning, just to get ready to paint it.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky, when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy,
Alright, you guys, so here I am just cutting in the walls, I'm doing the edges, getting ready to prime them. And to prime the wall, I just use the Kills All-Purpose primer, and here I'm just showing you guys what it looked like after the first coat. And I did actually do 2 coats, although I didn't film me doing the second coat just because I didn't want to bore you guys with seeing me doing just a lot of painting, so I didn't film all of it, but I did do 2 coats of the Kills All-Purpose primer to get the walls to have that white look, so it'll have that the white grout look. And also here I am just beginning to put on the tape to make the brick pattern. And I didn't film this either, but I did before I started doing the tape. I don't know if you can see the little lines on the wall, but I did use a level to just put some lines on the walls because this is an accent wall and it is going to have the TV and stuff mounted on it. I did want this to be the lines to be as level as possible. I didn't do that when I did the backsplash or the wall in the kitchen, just because it has the cabinets and everything, so it didn't matter if it wasn't completely level. It wasn't, because it's not really noticeable. But I did want it, because of the TV and stuff being mounted on the wall, I did want it to be as level as possible. So I did take a level and just draw the lines on the wall, just to give me kind of like a guide of where to put the tape to make it a little level. And also you'll notice in a few minutes, here I have on like one outfit, but then I ran out of tape, so I didn't get to do the little small pieces that actually makes the form of the bricks. So I had to go back and get some more tape. So if you notice that I have on different clothes as I'm just doing the tape, that's why, because it was a different day, because I had to go to the store and get some more tape. Because y'all, this wall, it was a way bigger project than I thought it was gonna be. This thing kicked my butt, y'all. I was not expecting it to be this hard or take this long. Y'all, this wall took me, I don't even know how many days. I lost count of how many days it took me to get this wall done, but I finally got it done, and y'all, I'm so loving it. It was so worth it, but it took me forever. It kicked my butt, y'all. But I do recommend, even though it is a tedious job, it's a long process, you have to have a lot of patience. I do recommend this because it is a lot cheaper than going to Lowe's and buying the brick panels, because I thought about doing that, and I think those panels were like $100 a piece, or maybe a little more. And it probably would have took 3, maybe 4 panels to do this wall. So that would have been pretty pricey. So I saved a lot of money doing this, just because, well, actually, I probably did this wall for under $5. Yeah, I think it probably cost me $5 to do this wall, just because I already had the joint compound. I already had the acrylic paint. I already had the sealer. So the only thing, and I already had some tape. It took me, let's see, 3 rolls of tape to do this wall. Yeah, I think it was 3 rolls of tape to do this wall, because when I first started and I did the lines going across, and then I was able to do the little pieces in the middle to make the actual brick pattern, I was able to do 2.5 rows on the bottom before I ran out of tape, and that took 2.5 rolls. And then I went back to the store and I bought 3 rolls, and I only used about a half of a roll. So yeah, it took 3 rolls to do this. And the tape is only, well, when I did the kitchen, this tape actually cost 98 cents. But when I went back to get the tape to do this wall, the tape had went up, just like everything else. Everything is inflated. So the tape had went up, but it was still only $1.12 a roll. So, I mean, that's still, I bought 3 rolls, so that's only like $3 and some change. So it's under $4. So yeah, it didn't cost me hardly anything to do this wall. So I saved hundreds of dollars doing it this way than buying those the little brick panels that you can buy from Lowe's. So, and to me, I think this looks better because it has more of a textured look than those panels. Those panels are just flat. They don't even have like texture or anything. So this, to me, this looks better than the buying the panels anyway. So I would definitely recommend going this route instead of buying the panels. But yeah, y'all, this wall, it kicked my butt, but it was so worth it.
Out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna love out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love a little louder. Love a little louder. I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you?
So y'all, here I'm just putting on putting on the joint compound. And I did put a glove on, and I decided to use my hands to do it because this is such a big wall. I knew it was going to take a long time doing it with the scraper thing. So I just decided to use a glove and just use my hand to do it. I actually saw Marina from Fearfully Created when she did this in her home. She actually used her hand, but she didn't use a glove. But I decided to I started out using a glove just because I didn't want to get too messy, but the glove, doing it with the glove just was not working. It was sticking to the glove, and I think maybe because the glove was a little big for my hand, it kept sliding off, so it just wasn't working out. So I do end up taking the glove off and just using my hand. And then it was actually kind of sticking to my hand the same way it was sticking to the glove. But I did just end up taking the glove off and using my hand. And because it was such a big wall, I decided to do it in sections. So you won't see me do the joint compound, you won't see me put the joint compound on the whole wall, then see me put the acrylic on the whole wall, because, well, for one, it took me all day to do this. And then on top of that, I didn't want y'all to get bored with seeing the same thing. It was kind of get repetitive, so I just showed you guys me doing one section just so you guys could see what I was doing and how I was doing it, in case you guys wanted to do this in your home. So I just did it by section. Filmed me doing one section, putting the joint compound on, and then I filmed me doing the same section when I put the acrylic paint on. But then I did show you guys, I think I did show me painting the wall, or not painting the wall, whitewashing the brick. And then I think I did show me sealing the brick, but when I was doing the joint compound, y'all, it took so long. It took forever. And as you can see, I took the glove off, and you can see I keep going in between my fingers because the joint compound was kind of sticking in, but it would get in between my fingers, and it was kind of sticking to my fingers. So I kept having to use my other hand to kind of go in there and get it off. But it ended up working out, and it actually turned out really good. I love the amount of texture that it has. Y'all, I just love this. It's a lot of work, and it is kind of hard and tiring. It takes a long time and a lot of patience, but to me, this is just, it is so worth it. But yeah, I just filmed me doing each section or one section of the wall, just so because I wanted to give you guys an idea of what I was doing. And when I'm putting the joint compound on, I'm just taking a handful of it, smearing it, putting it on the wall, and just kind of rubbing it in. It's kind of smearing it, but I'm not completely smoothing it. As you can see, it has a lot of texture to it, so I'm not completely smoothing it out. But yeah, I just used my hand. I didn't use the scraper to do it at all because it just would have taken forever. So now, y'all, I'm putting on the acrylic paint, and I am using I think it's the Apple Barrel brand, and it is in the color Territorial Beige. It is the same one that I did in the kitchen. And all I'm doing is taking a paper towel and kind of balling it up and putting the paint on it and just dabbing it on the walls. And it kind of gives it that sponged on look. If you ever looked at a sponge, how it has the holes or whatever, that's kind of how it looks. And you could also actually, if you don't want to use the paper towels, you could actually use a sponge to do this, but you just dip it in the paint, and then you just put it on, you dab it on the walls. You don't rub it in or anything. You just dab it, kind of like you're touching it and pulling it off real fast. And you'll have some spots that are darker than others, but it doesn't really matter, because once you pull the tape off, it does all blend in. But you can if you do have darker spots, you can kind of dab the paper towel in the darker spot, and then kind of pick up some of the paint off of that spot, and then put it in another spot and dab it, and it helps kind of spread the paint around a little. But it's really simple. It's a really simple technique. You just dab it on, and then that's it. It's not hard to do at all. You're just putting the paper towel in the paint and just barely touching the wall, and then touching in another spot and touching another spot. It's a really simple process. It's really easy to do. I don't know if it does, to me it doesn't look hard, but I guess that's because I did it. But it's really simple to do, but it does take a lot of time, especially if you're doing a big wall or a big project like I'm doing here. But yeah, like I said, it is definitely worth it, and it's okay because you can see I have some dark spots and then some light spots. But if you ever looked at a brick, bricks are not perfect. They're not all one solid color. They have some dark spots, some light spots. But once you pull the tape off, you can't really tell anyway. And then if you whitewash it, you're kind of covering it up, so it doesn't matter anyway. And here I'm just starting to pull the tape off, and you do not want to wait until the joint compound is completely dry to do this, because you will have a complete mess. I do show you in a few minutes the mess I had. As you can see, I did put plastic down. I learned my lesson when I did it in the kitchen, because when I did it in the kitchen, I let the joint compound dry overnight, and when I peeled it off, it was so hard, and when the tape would come off, the joint compound that was on top of the tape would crumble off onto the floor everywhere, and it made a big mess. So you do not want it to be completely dry. I would say wait maybe 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours after you do it to peel the tape off, because you want it to be semi-dry but not completely dry, but not too wet, because if it's too wet, the joint compound starts to come off, and then you won't have like the nice clean straight lines. Um, so you don't want it to be completely wet, like really saturated wet still, but you don't want it to be completely dry as well. So I think I waited about 2 hours before I peeled it off, because I think after I got done, I went and cooked dinner, and then once we got done with dinner after we ate, then I went back and peeled it off. So I would say it was about 2 hours. And it was semi-dry. It was not completely dry, and it was not really wet. And I still had a, a mess on the floor, even though I had the plastic now, so it caught everything. But once I get all the tape off, you'll see I show you the mess on the floor. So I do recommend, when you peel the tape off, make sure you have some kind of plastic or trash bag or something on the floor, just to catch any pieces that does crumble. And also, you can see here that when I'm peeling the tape off, there's some dark spots, some light spots, but it's not completely noticeable. And I do whitewash. I don't know if it's called whitewash or if it's actually the German smear that I did on my wall. But you can't tell the dark from the light spots anyway, because they're pretty much covered up. So it's okay if you have some dark spots and some light spots. But yeah, wait about 2 hours after you get done before you peel your tape off.
Favorite song on, just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever, forever, forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever, forever, forever. I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking?
Alright, y'all, so here I'm just doing the whitewash on the brick, or a German smear. I'm not sure what it's called. Either way, I'm doing that, and I'm just using, it's a paint I already had. It's the new white, just a white paint, in the Glidden brand, I think, from Walmart. And all I did was put it in a cup, and kind of water it down a little bit. And I'm just taking my paintbrush at a side angle and just painting it on. And that's pretty much all you do to whitewash or German smear or whatever you want to call it.
I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, and it's not a lie that I die. I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light if it gets too dark.
So now, y'all, I'm just sealing it, and I'm just using the polyacrylic. I think it was in the clear matte finish, if I'm not mistaken. And I did do 2 coats of this. I did 1 coat, and then I let it dry for, I can't remember if it was an hour or 2 hours. Whatever the can says, I can't remember. I just did what the can said. But I'm just brushing it on. And then like I said, I let it dry, and then I went back and I did a second coat. And it took, to do this wall, it took the first can, I used the whole can to do the first coat, and then when I did the second coat, it used all but maybe enough that it used almost the whole can. There was just a little bit left. It didn't take quite the whole can, but almost the whole can of the second can. But I did do 2 coats to seal it. And when I did the whitewash, I only did 1 coat of that. But I did do 2 coats of the sealer to seal it, just because I wanted to protect it, because I do want this to last for a long time. And also, y'all, if y'all watched my last video, I told you guys that I wanted to start asking you guys one question in my videos, because I want to get to know you guys. Y'all watch me and get to know me through my videos, so I want to start to ask you guys questions to get to know y'all. So I'm going to try and, if I remember, I'm going to try and ask a question in the next couple videos, just so I can get to know a little bit more about you guys. And I meant to put this in the beginning of the video, but I completely forgot. But I'm going to go ahead and ask. So today's question is going to be, what do you guys like to do for fun, or what is your favorite hobby? I actually have a lot of things that I like to do for fun. I love to go shopping, and if it's summertime, I love to stay on the beach. That's my idea of fun in the summer. Is I'm a beach bum, and I love to be on the beach. So you guys let me know what you guys like to do for fun, or if you have a favorite hobby. What is your favorite hobby?
I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, yeah, I can carry all that you've got. 2 heavy hearts is not a lot. I will put out all of the fire. We stumble and fall. And it's not a lie that I die. I can't hide. Want this in. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark.
Alright, y'all, so this video is coming to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think of the wall, and if you guys do this in your home, please let me know. And if you made it this far in the video, please leave me a pink heart in the comment section down below. And also, don't forget to answer the question. Let me know what your favorite hobby is. And now I'm going to show you guys the before and after. And also, y'all, I didn't know how to decorate on the TV stand, so if y'all have any ideas of what to put on there, please let me know. Or if you have any pictures of anything that you think would look good on it, please DM me on Instagram at Life of Chaos with 2 zeros at the end. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye, y'all.